All right, so this is my project. I actually have my son, he's 3, paint the outside, but then I ended up covering it up with paper. But anyway, he did help me. That's his hand, actually. Side note. So I chose 7 insights based on my passion or my desire to do special ed teaching. And I designed it in a way I came up with an advent calendar style, and I put little clocks representing the time of day from 9 to 3. So here it goes. 9 o'clock, it's important when they come in the door to shake hands and call and learn their names right away. It's very important from the start. Shaking their hands and calling my name establishes trust. It's a friendly environment. If they are welcome to their classroom, they'll look forward to coming there again the next day. 10 o'clock, the next strategy I would try to use is just try to start off the class with a fun activity, something that engages and maybe even get groups together so they're learning more about each other and they're learning trust amongst each other, that they're not going to make fun of me, or get some working together so we can have friendships that will make your classroom management that much easier to handle. 11 o'clock rolls around and you realize there might be a seating issue. So it's important, my insight that I wrote down here, I said make seating arrangement organized and effective. So that might have to do with a disruptive student needs to sit up closer, or making sure that you use proximity so that they remain in their seat, or even allowing flexibility and allowing them to move to the back of the room for a little bit if they need to stand or if they need to fidget for a little while. So now it's 12 o'clock, and using our sense of smell helps learning process and memory. It helps the lesson stick, and it can be fun because how often you get to use your sense of smell in the classroom? Not very often, so that could be engaging as well. 1 o'clock. It's time to take the class out of the room. Kids get bored easily. They change activity rapidly. So they might even be staring out the window, so it's time to take them outside for a little while. Find something to do up there. Maybe do toss for time outside for a little while. It's 2 o'clock. I thought it was interesting. I forget the theorist, but I never knew that children can change activities in 15 seconds. But that's important to keep up with that pace and changing the lesson or the topic or the activity. So keep up with them and make it fun. It's 3 o'clock, and the most important insight I got from this class, which Anna touched on a little bit, is flexibility and how key that is as a teacher. Flexibility is key to being a great teacher, and I have a little yogi guide to do something flexible. But I also found room for a quote on my outside. And I saw it in action today when Mandy and I gave you guys all an activity to do amongst group. It was really fun just to watch you guys work, and we absolutely had to do nothing but watch that, and it was fun to observe. And it's a quote by Maria Montessori. The greatest sign of success for a teacher is to be able to say, the children are now working as if I did not exist. And that was fun to experience tonight. So I made my strategies pretty obvious here. I got toss for time, a little hand. 1-minute managers, which are super important for classroom management because it gives them a role and they feel important, and helps you too to not have any lag time, keeps people on task, makes them feel important. They probably will look forward to it the next day, even giving them a new 1-minute manager. And then the rule of 3 was an important strategy, especially for special ed, being able to introduce a topic. And I'll use your example, Dixie, with Alaska, polar bear Alaska, cold Alaska, and North Pole Alaska, or Santa Claus or something. So I thought that was an important strategy, just the way to introduce something and make it very clear, especially with special ed. And then I have brainstorm. I'm not really doing this what I want to be doing, but I'll start right here. Zero noise signal was important. I still need to figure out what that might be in my class, but it can be something as simple as clapping or getting them to clap with you, or a bell or something simple like that. And Beautiful Bessie, I thought would be an important strategy to use with special ed because they can get involved, they can sing or make a sound and learn at the same time. Everybody's doing something together. And I thought that was a really fun activity that we all did together. And it makes people laugh, which is super important in the classroom. So where am I? The rainstorm I thought would also be effective in the special ed classroom. I'd probably use that maybe at the end of the day, or not necessarily at the end of the day, but something to bring everybody together, and interaction is very key. I have this shirt, Tabula Rasa, Blank Slate, which is another group activity and getting to know each other, which is super important for building that trust amongst each other. And I don't know, do you guys want to take a look at my up close? I'm sure it is pretty time, but you can have what the room does. But that's that. That was probably like 4 minutes or something.
Do you want to look at it?
No, it's okay. I'll look at it in a minute. Okay. How'd you learn to make that design?